We don't have an early morning game this Sunday, do we?
I think we're done with the early morning games.
Thank fucking God. I want to sleep on Sundays. I don't want to wait. In that game last Sunday, it was just awful. Mac Jones, terrible. Bailey Zappi, terrible. Who did they even play, the Patriots? Oh, the Colts, terrible. Yeah. There was no reason to wake up for that game, and yet there I was. My eyeballs bleeding. All right, the Cardinals, 5.5-point dogs on the road taking on the Texans, who are now 5-4. Texans got it done for us last week. Total in the game, 49. So now the Texans feeling themselves a little bit, right? A game above 500. C.J. Stroud, the rightful favorite to win Rookie of the Year, like we told everybody he would be before the season even began and while he was at Ohio State. But the Cardinals, I bet them last week too, and Kyler's back. And Kyler is looking to keep his job or go elsewhere and keep his job. So I think the Cardinals are going to be more competitive. That defense isn't terrible. 5.5 points. I like the Texans when they're dogs, like they were last week, +7. I like them when it's like a pick situation. But now we're asking them to win by margin, even at home. Young team, like I said, maybe a little bit of a letdown spot. Give me the fighting Kylers, the fighting Mighty Mouses, mice. Cardinals +5.5 for me.
See, I need to figure out. So this episode is Survivor. So I'm still in Survivor, and I really feel like this week it's coming to an end.
I got a pick for you.
I feel like it's coming to an end. So I'm going to. This was a game I thought about, but I just don't like picking against the Cardinals. Something scares me. I didn't like them when they played Seattle, and I would have won. That would have been just fine. But something scares me. I just don't want to lose, I think. I don't want to lose to them. So I think Texans might be floating. They might be replacing Titans theory. I think Texans theory is taking over Titans theory. Because a lot of people were like, hey, it's the Texans. And they go lose to Carolina.
Yeah.
And then they're like, no, they play the Bengals. And they go and win. So I think Titans theory has become Texans theory. And for that reason, hashtag Shark Tank, I will take the Cardinals as the dog with you.
Yeah, I like the Cardinals.
Yeah.
All right. Ooh, I bet this one too. I got good closing line value on this game. I bet the Bears +10. The Bears are now down to 7.5 against the Detroit Lions. Justin Fields back. I think the Lions win this game. David Montgomery. They got Gibbs. Lions are a good football team, but I think the Bears will keep this game close. Bears have been playing a little bit better defensively. They're actually pretty good against the run. The pass defense has gotten a little bit better. And obviously they traded for a guy like Montez Sweat. And with Fields back, here's another situation kind of like Kyler where he's looking to either keep his job or move elsewhere next year and keep his job in the National Football League. Give me the Bears, even at 7.5. I think this is a touchdown game, divisional matchup.
I'm going to go with the Lions. I just don't feel comfortable on the Bears side. Remember, before the season, I thought Bears over 7.5 wins was the lock of the century. That was a mistake.
Yes.
Which I have brought up and admitted because I will admit my faults.
Yes.
I got a little cocky about the Bears. I thought Justin Fields would be good. I thought Fields would turn into what Stroud is. What an idiot.
Yeah. I mean, well, he's been hurt too. That doesn't help.
And the Bears don't want him anymore. It's clear.
The Bears. They're going to get Caleb Williams or Drake May. My guy, Drake May.
I'll take the Lions.
I'm going to be so sad. All right. Steelers, your Steelers, 1-point dogs on the road against the Cleveland Browns. Deshaun Watson out for the season. DTR is going to get his second chance. The last time he started a game, he found out like 3 hours before kickoff. Played like a rookie. Threw 3 interceptions, I believe. But I like DTR, man. Like, I can't wait to tell my grandkids about Pac-12 After Dark, DTA, what is Don't Trust Anyone, Stone Cold Steve Austin, DTR, Zach Charbonnet, Bobo. I love that team, man. In the Browns defense, like Cleveland at home, I like the Browns still in this game, even without Deshaun Watson. Give me the Browns -1, Browns money line. Let's go.
I feel like that's where a lot of the action's going to go this week to the Browns.
Think so? I thought maybe Steelers because no Deshaun. People will overreact.
But I think
better than Pickett.
You know, I just watched a Steelers game, at least 3/4 of it.
I was say you didn't really watch it though. You self-admitted.
And Yeah, I don't know, man. I kind of want to take Pittsburgh. I'm going to take the Browns only because I'm mad at Steelers fans. If you go to Pittsburgh, I've gone to like 15 road games now. Half of the stadiums are like, "Oh, that's so cool, you guys travel." Half of the stadiums are like, "Why the fuck are you here? We hate you." Pittsburgh was like, "We didn't even exist. Nobody acknowledged us. They just let us be." It was really odd. It was weird.
I kind of like that though, you know?
I think they're comfortable in their own skin. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's a level of fandom we need to.
Did you get a terrible towel?
I did. I bought one.
Did you fucking wave it?
I did see Renegade. I don't.
Did you give it to your son to wave around and be like, "Look, buddy, this is a terrible towel"? Hey, no, I
don't want to give him anything that's non-Packery. Otherwise, he's going to be like, "I grew up liking the Dolphins because my dad gave me a Dan Marino card when I was 3."
I think my dad grew up liking the Dolphins. Anyway,
so I took the Browns, I think.
You took the no, you didn't. You went against me. I don't think we've had one correct. I don't think
the first one I took the Cardinals with you. I'm taking the Browns here because I'm mad at Steelers fans.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Well, I like that.
Yeah. And I'd like to celebrate our agreement by telling all of the folks about happyplacehemp.com.
Yeah.
Promo code Bart. The other night I took a Delta 9 and I needed to go to sleep. And for a little bit, I was like, "Oh, okay, I think Delta." And then it was like, "Oh," and then I fell asleep. So
you're like, "Oh shit, did I take a Delta 10?"
Yeah, a Delta. And it was a double-digit one for sure.
Delta. Can I help you? Remember that?
God, I flew Delta. They suck.
You don't remember that skit, do you? Saturday Night Live, the sorority.
No.
Dude, come on. Hold on.
Here, Delta 8 and Delta 9, good. Delta plane, bad. Delta 9, good. Delta plane, bad. Delta gave me a ticket. It's like, you'll get a seat, maybe. I was like, what the fuck? And then they put me in the way back corner, no window.
It was the Tri-Delt sisters. You don't remember it?
Who was in it?
So this is like the Spade Sandler era. Let me see.
Is it the French Fry Girls?
No.
Lay off me, I'm starving.
Try Delta.
Well, anyway, 25% off happyplacehemp.com.
Hold on.
I don't have any plane tickets for you. I would say take a Delta before you fly Delta to combat that miserable experience of being on that airliner.
Delta, Melanie Hutzell and Sobian Fallon. I don't really remember them, but it was during the.
Oh yeah, all right.
Yeah, you would remember. They're all on YouTube. Check them out. Anyway, let's get on with the game.
Take a Delta before you fly Delta. I went on a plane that was no bigger than a shoebox, and I wouldn't recommend that on a 3-day hangover.
Nor would I. All right, I got a survivor pick for you. How about have you used the Jags yet?
So it's down to this one or a different one?
Yeah, I like the Jags a lot against Tennessee. I actually bet them to cover. Anything under a touchdown, I like the Jags. I
do like teams that come off bad losses.
And the Jags are really, exactly. And the Jags are at home in this game. They're good against the run, so they can maybe like limit the Derrick Henry stuff. And that leaves Will Levis, rookie, on the road to beat the Jags. You know, it scares you a little bit because it's Vrabel is a big dog, but I like Jacksonville to bounce back, win this game by a touchdown. I think they're the better team.
Well, I'll take them to.
I think that's the survivor pick.
I'll take them to win. I don't know if I'm ready for them to be my survivor.
I'm a survivor.
So I will take them to cover, which means I should just take them to win. But making a survivor bet is a lot different than making a points bet.
For sure. But if you do like a big favorite and you like them to win by margin, you might as well use them. Who's your other? Just tell me who the other option is.
The Commanders hosting the Giants.
Oh my God, no. I mean, it is Tommy DeVito, but it's the Commanders.
But it's Tommy DeVito.
Okay.
Tommy DeVito is not a sub above.
No, Tommy DeVito is the worst starting quarterback.
Danny DeVito.
Does anybody give a fuck?
DeVito's a sub.
Does anybody give a fuck that Tommy DeVito lives at home and his mom like irons his clothes and makes his bed? You know what's funny about that? is like,
how the fuck do I not take the Commanders then?
You know what's funny is like if Tommy DeVito like blew all of his money on like chains and like a new SUV, we'd be like, fucking dumb athlete, young athlete, fucking blowing all of his money. But Tommy DeVito is saving some money, and we're still like, fucking loser. Guy's never going to succeed in life. He's never going to get married. His mom still does his laundry, which just proves in this country, especially with social media, you can never win. People are always going to judge no matter what you do. I would take the Jags because the Commanders, like, you really are going to trust the Commanders. Hey, that's the next game, so let's just get into it. I like, goddamn, give me the DeVitos plus 9.5.
No,
Danny DeVito, Tommy DeVito, I don't care. Commanders.
Yeah, okay, I'll take the Giants to cover. Maybe, but I just, how do you get in a survivor pool and not pick against Tommy DeVito?
No, see, I was talking
about the whole reason
this.
survivor pools exist.
No, dude, I was talking about this last night on the show. I don't know if Tommy DeVito wins this week, but he wins a week. I think how it all plays out is, okay, the reports are out that Bill Belichick would maybe be interested in leaving and going to coach the Chargers. Makes sense. Justin Herbert's there. All they need, some help at defense because Brandon Staley's been shit. And I know how this ends. The way that it all ends, you need a very devastating loss for Bill to go out this season. Tommy DeVito has the Patriots next week. I see it now. Tommy DeVito will not be in the league next year. He's not even good enough for the USFL, XFL. He'll own a bar in Queens or somewhere like that called DeVito's. And it'll be like every Wednesday or Thursday, he'll be there, like bartending, star-tending, and all of his buddies will be there. And it'll be like, yo, DeVito, tell us about the time you beat Belichick. You retired him. That's how this is going to play out. Tommy DeVito is going to defeat the Patriots next week, or he's going to defeat the Commanders. It's just how it goes in this league, man. He's no good, but somehow he'll win a game, and then he'll ride off into the sunset. I
want to pick against Tommy DeVito so bad. I don't even know what he looks like.
DeVito. Hey, Tommy, tell us about the time you retired Bill Belichick and you beat the Patriots.
Oh, look at this kid. How do I not pick against him?
He's terrible. Former Illinois and Syracuse.
You went to Don Bosco High School?
Yeah, so did Matt Leinart. That's where everybody goes. Yeah, that's a good high school.
The password is Bosco.
The password is penis. Name that movie.
I threw a Seinfeld reference at you.
I threw Cable Guy at you.
I didn't like Cable Guy when I watched
it. Me either.
I got to rewatch it.
Jim Carrey just kind of annoyed the fuck out of me, except for in Liar, Liar, and The Mask.
Also, I don't like Matthew Broderick.
Oh, Truman Show and like the serious roles, he was great. Hold on.
I don't like Ferris Bueller.
I should hang up on you right now. That's your worst take yet. That was worse when you were calling for the head of Devontae Adams. All right, let's keep it moving. You got to go listen to Pat Murphy or whatever you got going on. I got the Raiders as 13.5-point dogs on the road. I like the Dolphins here. A rare big favorite for me. I think the Dolphins are going to kick the shit out of the Raiders. I don't think the Raiders are going to be able to get many stops. Tua's got cornrows now. He's feeling himself. Give me the Dolphins.
He does?
Yeah. Unless that's I can't tell what's real anymore now that we could fuck with.
Yeah, it's a problem.
Yeah. It's Black Mirror.
I'm going to take the Dolphins.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Dallas is a 10.5-point favorite over the Carolina Panthers. I think the Panthers backdoor here. With the points, give me the Panthers. I don't really want to talk about this game. Dallas very good
Panthers
at football.
beat Dallas once in a playoff game.
Carolina bad. Who was the quarterback? Jake Delhomme?
I don't like Jake Delhomme either.
No, I never did. He bored me. Remember that 4-pick game he had in the playoffs? I like Dallas here. Or I'm sorry, I like Carolina to cover.
I don't like him because he beat the Packers when Rodgers was 6-10 and I was there.
Jake Delhomme?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Daylight coming, me wanted Delhomme. I don't like Chris Berman either.
That's a bad take.
All Berman did was he just took yacht rock songs and threw them into people's names.
Yeah, which is awesome.
Dudes. You go to Canada, get the dudes.
Yeah, it was hilarious. And like he was the only guy doing it. Why are you being such a fucking hater today anyway? The Thursday.
What else do I hate? I hate fucking snow. I hate traffic, and I hate highways.
Kelly Osbourne. She redid that song, Papa Don't Preach. I got a song for you, bitch. It's called Daughter Don't Sing. Hate. All right. So I like Carolina. Who are you taking in the fucking game?
I know you Cowboys. My Cowboys.
Jake Delhomme. What about
Tim Cowboys?
What about Tim Biaka
Batuka? Rod Smart was there.
Ray Caruth was there.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
That's a terrible human being right there. All right.
Let's not forget Panthers legend Reggie White.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, he used to play there, yeah.
Anybody? Christian McCaffrey. Luke Kuechly.
Yeah.
Dan Morgan. Anybody?
Pokemon Martinez is back.
All right, let's go. Tampa Bay, the Buccaneers are 11.5-point dogs against the Niners. Can you make the case for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to cover 11.5? Because I can't.
Where's the game?
It's in San Francisco.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to take the Niners here.
Yeah, this is one of those games where the Niners are just going to piss all over them.
Yeah, it's like I don't want to bet against them, and then McCaffrey has like 9 touchdowns. Kittle's walking into the end zone. Trent Williams places his sack just on like Vita Vea's head.
Yeah. Someone's getting teabagged for sure in this game.
It's probably going to be somebody on the Bucks. Baker's going to get the shit kicked out of him by Nick Bosa and Chase Young.
Brown should have never left Baker.
Yeah, I know. I know. He had a good year with Stefanski, won a playoff game, beat the Steelers, and then they traded him because he had a bad year because he threw a really bad interception for whatever reason because he's Baker, went to tackle up high, separated his shoulder, and then played with it on his throwing shoulder. But yeah, Deshaun, I'll say this, though. Everybody's like, worst trade in NFL history. Yes, because of the money that you gave him, the 230 plus. And yes, because off the field, terrible human. But for on the field, I thought it was actually worth the gamble because, dude, those 3 seasons, like he was a top 5 quarterback in the National Football League. You know what I mean?
It's that's like the Broncos gambling that Russ was going to be Seattle Russ.
Russ is Seattle Russ. Russ is better than Seattle Russ this year. No. I got to take for you. They're plus 500. I think the Broncos might make the playoffs, dude.
Well, maybe. I'm taking the Niners.
Russ has like 20 touchdowns and 4 picks this year. Russ has been a top 5 quarterback this year. Nobody's talking about it. I don't even like Russ, and I'm defending him. Mr. Unlimited. Sunday, here's a game for you. The Bills suck. The Jets suck. The Bills are 7-point favorites. It's Josh Allen against Zach Wilson. Here's a bounce back spot for the Bills. They lost to the Jets week 1. They're going to kick the living fuck out of Zach Wilson, who has no business on that field. Aaron Rodgers should just start focusing on next year because I don't see a win for the Jets the next couple weeks, and he doesn't need to come back this year. They have nothing to play for. Bills roll.
And this is in Buffalo?
Dead cat bounce, Ken Dorsey. He gone. Dude, if the Bills, McDermott might go. What?
A lot of the country gets this game on TV in that late window. The Bills, what's the worst part about the Bills this year is they have kicked the shit out of some teams, including the Dolphins. But it's all these games that are at like 1:00 noon where nobody watches them. Every time they're in prime time, they like suck ass. So it's like they're bad. They're not playing well, but they're even worse than people think they're a little worse than they are because we never see them do any good. Mm-hmm. So the Bills need this game. Plus, they only got like a 28% chance to make the playoffs. And with that schedule, I don't think they're gonna. They got Chiefs and Eagles with a bye in between and back-to-back weeks on the road. They still have the Cowboys. I mean, they still have they're fucked, is what I'm saying. Oh, but they'll win this game and cover.
Yeah, I agree. Sunday Night Football. I was trying to think, where are we? I just saw that Corbin Burns thing, so I was distracted.
Oh, do you want Corbin Burns on the Cubs?
Yeah.
Do Cubs fans look at everything the Brewers did to not advance past the wild card round and say, let's try that now?
Probably.
Fucking Cubs. I specifically made a YouTube titled "Cubs fans are not invited to this conversation," and then Cubs fans keep talking into the conversation.
Why?
Some Cubs fan hijacked my Bucks live the other night, and I'm like, "Why the fuck are you guys here?"
Yeah.
He's like, "I want to see you guys bitch about council." I go, if you want to see me bitch about council, you got to pay me. And then he paid $20, so I did like a minute on council.
Really?
Yeah. He was like, "Dance, bitch," and I was like, "Ooh,
all right, yeah, fuck. Things I'd do for $20, man. One thing I'd do for $20, I'd head out to Denver, Colorado, where the Broncos are 2.5-point favorites. Favorites over the Vikings. The Dobbs love comes to an end. Broncos may be for real. They're 4-5.
How did this game stay on Sunday night, and why am I interested to watch it?
Because the Broncos might be good. Your boy Sean Payton, Kevin James, and I like the Broncos here.
Yeah, I like the Broncos, D.
Bet you do.
Give me a long shot play. Give me a yes to a safety in this game.
All right. Sound like one of my co-hosts. All right. Well, let's do Monday night because it's Philadelphia, Kansas City. I bet Philadelphia +3. It's down to 2.5. Revenge game from the Super Bowl. I think Philadelphia is the better team. They're in the better form right now. A.J. Brown's going to have a monster game. I like the Eagles.
I don't mind any of the Kelsey stuff being America's first football family right now.
I like it. I like Kelsey.
But I don't want to see them play each other. That's going to annoy me.
I kind of forgot I don't know why people let these things get to them. They're just like little side stories. Like, if anything, it's just like a reason why maybe.
Well, Rodgers, it got to Rodgers. He wants to debate him, bro.
Yeah, that's like some of the stuff I just try not to listen to really and pay attention to. I don't know why. Rodgers is the only person on this planet still bringing up Dr. Fauci.
Yeah, the birds, I like the birds on the road.
Yeah. Rodgers may have been right the whole time. Do you have time for that conversation, or
we got Fauci?
About everything?
No.
Did you get your booster shot?
I have not got a COVID shot in many years.
All right, so let's go over to.
And I saw people wearing a mask at the airport, and I was like,
all right. So let's go out to Lambeau Field, where Aaron Rodgers.
But I have no regrets.
Yeah.
About being afraid of an unknown.
No, me either. For like the first 3 months, because I thought I was going to die.
Yeah.
I mean, they were showing these videos in China, and they were like burning bodies, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to fucking burn grandma. Oh. You know, I don't want my son to be burning me. Hey, what's going on? Horvat's out on and just burning dad. He caught the COVID. We had to throw him out in the fucking shed.
We still do. We're clearly not well. We do bring up COVID a lot, you and me.
Everybody does. I saw somebody, hold on. Somebody used their shitty gambling record. Somebody was like, I've had 10 straight losing seasons. And somebody was like, no, you haven't. Like, you fucking lost in 2019, 2020. And they were like, oh, to be honest, I forgot about that because of COVID. Like, what? So COVID year didn't count? So everybody still uses it and brings it up. I mean, we did nothing for 2 years, dude. I fucking had a beard and long hair, and I was fat, and I was like drinking every day. I ate so much. Shout out to Golden Chicken and Pizzeria Scotty, though. I ate the fuck.
Everything you're describing about your COVID sedentary life is my current life.
My new thing is a free plug. These, dude. These Milano cookies, the mint chocolate ones, though, like, get these the fuck away from me. You know who I need in my life, though? I need some Jordan Love. All you need is Jordan Love. Dun, 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 dun. He's a 3-point dog. All right, here's my hot take. I haven't got to give Sparky this take yet because we record tomorrow. Which, everybody that's listening, do me a huge favor. Tune in. Everybody's like, why would I tune in? You can't even speak English, Horvat. Download the Curtin Long podcast because we need one more month of 2,500 plus downloads for 3 straight months. And then the company they can't make any more excuses. They have to give me my fucking check. So please, everybody, I will be in Wisconsin. I'll be in the area for Christmas. Shots on me. We'll go
you have
to
to like hit a certain number before you get paid?
Yeah, and I didn't know that, right? So everybody download it and shots on me at the Paragon, Club Paragon, when I come home. December 27th. No. We'll have to do the 26th. The day after Christmas, beers, first round on me of beer and shots at, we'll do it there. We'll go Club Paragon.
What are you doing on the 27th?
I think I have to fly out that night. We'll hold off on that. Maybe the 27th. I got to check my flight schedule. But here's my guarantee for this game. As Vince McMahon would say, my guarantee, which, by the way, quick wrestling note. AEW going downhill, WWE going uphill, but Vince McMahon looks like fucking shit. And what is that mustache?
How is Logan Paul like legitimately enjoyable?
He's good.
Yeah.
He saved Rey Mysterio's life.
Well, everyone said that, and then he's like, no, I almost killed him. So
yeah,
people are like more happy at him.
I wanted to read that quote, but it was one of those that like you have to like hit more, and then you scroll down, and I was like, it's like that meme, like, I'm sorry that happened to you, or good for you, whatever. Anyway, my guarantee in this game. Packers win outright as 3-point dogs. They beat the Chargers. Chargers, right after the game, fire Brandon Staley. Kellen Moore becomes their head coach. But the Packers, I do know how they do it. Chargers lose because they always lose in a field goal game. Rashawn Gary, 3.5 sacks on Justin Herbert, 1 strip sack. Jordan Love, not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 interceptions. But the Packers overcome it anyway with a big game from Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon on the ground. A.J. Dillon's actually been running the ball a little bit better. Packers win this game 21-17 on a last-second touchdown pass. Jordan Love in the back of the end zone to Jaden Big Game Reed.
You're not putting this one in blood, are you?
No.
I like the Packers here too. Although a Matt LaFleur, Brandon Staley matchup is, I don't watch the NFL to watch these two idiots coach against each other. I'm very pissed that we have to witness this on Sunday. Very pissed. But I do like the Packers. I think they look good as they have, even though they lost. I think they're getting close. And I want them to win, unlike all you noobs that are rooting for a loss.
I want a loss. I want to lose every week because this team's not going to the playoffs. So I want the best draft pick possible to get Drake May, or hear me out. All right, you want to stick with Jordan Love? That's fine. Get him.
I've seen enough good in Love that I want to see more Love.
Fine, then get him Marvin Harrison or Joe Alt or another tackle because Bakhtiari is not going to be back. And if Jordan Love,
what about the report that we could be interested in Kirk Cousins?
That's not real. Who
did
that?
What was the point of that?
Who had that? Fucking Jordan Montgomery or whatever, the dude that has us blocked.
No, it was Dan Graziano.
Like, I don't know, these guys just Dov Cleveland, like Cleveland. I can't keep up anymore, man. There's like 2 people I trust these days.
Yeah, you're my wife and you.
And Stone Cold Steve Austin never crossed anybody.
No, I'll never cross you. Thanks for your time.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. I actually have a lot to do today, so you're welcome.
I actually have very little to do.
I envy you.
Yeah. All right, toodles, as your buddy says.
Toodles!
And my buddy, too.
Yeah.
I'm going to be out of the toy drive with him.
Are you?
Yeah.
I actually, also, really quick, one thing to plug while I'm home, back in the area for the Christmas season. Not only will we be at Club Paragon if we get the correct amount of downloads for Kurt and Long, I'm also having a bike ride, but it's not like a Harley bike ride. It's actually you just bring your Schwinn because I'm trying to save the environment. And then I'm having a cigar dinner as well, but it's not like actual cigars because, tobacco, bad for your teeth, bad for your lungs. You don't want to inhale that, especially if you've had a couple of drinks because that could get you sick. It's going to be marijuana in the cigars. So it's going to be a blunt dinner and it's going to be a bike ride, but on like Schwinn bikes Location to be determined, and that'll be actually on Christmas Eve, December 24th, if you can make it.
So Christmas Eve, we're all going to get high and ride Schwinns?
Just ride bikes. Yeah, so it's going to be a bike ride, but not choppers, not Harleys, and then a cigar dinner, but we'll have like kings, and we're just going to roll up weed and just tell stories. I'll probably
we're going to tell stories.
I'll probably talk some Ice Bowl. I got an interview we'll replay with Jerry Kramer. He'll talk about the Ice Bowl. And then, I don't know, maybe Bill Romanowski will be there to promote his new book and talk about the time that he beat his wife and took some steroids.
The event is called Weed for Speed, a Christmas tradition.
Yeah. And it's not even that much money. $560 gets you on the bike path.
$560.
Right.
For $1,000, you can be one of our platinum donors and get a free fucking koozie.
All right, I gotta go. But when I come back, he did it. What did he do?
Who is did? What is what?
I'll never forget one time. It was a Friday, and we were just like cooked, and you had this tease. But it was a 2-minute. It was like he did it. Who is he? What did he do? And it was epic. I wish I still had it on copy.
What and is what and who did why?
70% of the audience probably had no clue, but the 30% that know. And it's just so funny.
Coming up
every once in a while he pops up on my feed, and I'll go in there, and it's just chaos. It's like. Oh man, it's so great.
He did it.
Terrence Armstrong for the Dolphins, the tackle. Oh, you mean Armstead? Yeah.
Coming up. He did it.
Hey, really quick though, before I go, should Ichiro even be in the Hall of Fame? Because when you think about it, I mean, half of those hits did come in Japan. And hold on, one more for you. David Ortiz, even though he, was a career 300 hitter, and averaged 30 plus.
All he did was hit.
He'd be in the Hall of Fame because, when you think about it, all he did was hit. Yeah. I'm surprised that Jay Morant isn't playing better. Wait,
without Jay Morant, there's fucked.
No, I'm going to say this. The Grizzlies, I was right about the Grizzlies, right? All that dancing around on the court, not out there doing calisthenics before the games, working on the fundamentals, doing the 3-man weave. I told everybody that Jay Morant was not a leader and he was a bust. Wait, what's that? He's suspended for the first 25 games of the season? Oh, I knew that. I wanted to quiz the audience, see if I'm always trying to make the audience smarter because my brain is so big, I'm so rich, I'm so handsome. I tell you really quick, one last thing.
You're like, no, you hang up first. Wait, don't hang up.
I put a tiki bar actually in my apartment. My wife's like, Ryan, what are you doing? We have braces to pay for in college. And I said, fuck it. You ever had a blue hurricane at noon on a Wednesday? Anyway, one more. These cookies, man. I'm telling you. But you got to get the mint chocolate. So they're just like the classic Milanos, but with the mint chocolate. And look, Bart, I know you're trying to cut down on the calories. 2 cookies, only 130 calories. Now, there is some, you know what word I've always struggled with? 2. Massachusetts and cholesterol.
Yeah.
Cholesterol is a tough one for some. You could offer me Lisa Ann or Ava Adams. I'm a huge fan of her. For a night, all I have to do is spell cholesterol or Massachusetts, and I couldn't do it.
I can't spell coincidence.
Austin, Massachusetts. All right, I really do got to go.
Hey, I got to block some Cubs fans commenting on one of my YouTubes. Now,
if any Cub fan is talking shit to you in November, you should block them. You should also punch them in the face.
He goes, Council is not your friend. Baseball's a business. Again, you're acting like a butthurt girlfriend. I said, you're rude. And he said, I'm not the one blasting out curse words on the sports podcast, yet all of his fucking liked videos are Candace Owens. Fuck out of here.
Oh, tough luck. Yeah, I don't want to be associated with those people. Cub fans, we don't have any right to talk shit. I only talk shit or I only really stick up for Wrigley. Like when people call it a shithole, I know, like, in the past, it's actually, I miss it being a shithole. But I love Wrigley Field. And when people get like, like, fuck you, then I got to show them the World Series ring. But we don't have any right to talk any shit. We've had, like, I've been around for nearly 40 years now, and I've had like 3 enjoyable baseball seasons. So just kidding. Now, if we get Ohtani, I might have to talk a little shit.
Well, that would suck.
I think it's going to happen. Second best odds right now.
I think I'm done with baseball. Once my New Year's resolution is going to be that baseball doesn't exist.
Yeah, it's been my resolution since like 1987, to be honest.
Dumbest sports. Not even fun to watch.
No.
I didn't like it. All right. See you, buddy.
See you later.